where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic wars, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. That was Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. My name is T.M. Krishna. I'm a singer. And I'm going to bring a couple of voices from South India for you today in song and in word. Today is a very important day for many reasons. The reason is the presence of all of you here. The reason is to come together and celebrate what we should be as a land of sharing, a land of giving, a land of empathy, and a land where we are willing to, most importantly, listen. I sing, so I know what listening means. Slightly better than many other people. But today is also an important day because it's a day to remember somebody who was a voice of reason, a voice of rationality, a strong voice, somebody who was willing to stand up and say what she wanted to say, and her voice was silenced. Today is the birthday of Gauri Lankesh, 29th of January. So I will first sing for you a few verses from Basavanna. Basavanna, social reformer, the person who brought the caste discourse into what could be taken as a spiritual realm, the social realm. He brought together the political and the spiritual in the most elegant fashion. And Gauri was somebody who spoke very widely about the Lingayat issue. And if I'm not wrong, Siddharth's here, I think her last piece for the wire was about the Lingayat issue. So here are the words of Basava. And this is what he says. He says, don't steal. And I think stealing is not just about things. It's stealing about also people's ideas. He says, don't kill. Don't scorn. Don't insult. And something I think people today need to tell themselves, don't glorify yourself so much. Certain people are so obsessed about their chest, about their various things. Anyway, well, let me go on. And he finally says, it's about cleansing yourself from inside and outside. And let's cleanse ourselves. A few verses of Basava. Kalabeda, kolabeda, husiga nudigalubeda. Kalabeda, kolabeda, husiga nudigalubeda. ಮುನಿಗಬೇಡ ಅನ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಅಸಹ್ಯ ಪಡಬೇಡ ಅನ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಅಸಹ್ಯ ಪಡಬೇಡ ಬನ್ನಿಸಬೇಡ ತನ್ನ ಬನ್ನಿಸಬೇಡ 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 ಇದಿರ ಹಳಿಯಲು ಬೇಡ ಇದೇ ಅಂತರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಇದೇ ಅಂತರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಇದೇ ಬಹಿರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಅಂತರಂಗ ಬಹಿರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಇದೇ ಅಂತರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಬಹಿರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಇದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವರನೊಲಿಸುವ ಪರಿ ಇದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವರನೊಲಿಸುವ ಪರಿ ದೇವರನೊಲಿಸುವ ಪರಿ ನೊಲಿಸುವ ಪರಿ ನೊಲಿಸುವ ಪರಿ ಇದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವರ ನೊಲಿಸುವ ಪರಿ. This was a 12th century voice. But now let me offer a voice of a very dear friend. A voice of one of the most important Tamil writers amongst us. And his name is Perumal Murugan. For those who don't know Perumal Murugan or his story, let me just give you a brief introduction. Gauri Lankesh was a case of a person who was killed for who she was. Here is a case of a writer who was forced to commit what could be called aesthetic suicide because of what was done to him. He wrote a book called Madoru Bagan, and the English translation is called, how many people read the book? One Half Woman. It's dedicated, it's based on an old practice around this temple in this town called Namakkal in Tamil Nadu. And he was attacked by casteist bigots, by Hindu right-wing violent groups, and they said that he's destroying culture, he's destroying Indianness, he's destroying Hinduism, everything else. And unfortunately, the government of Tamil Nadu played along with this story. And he was forced one day, in the presence of over 100 people who had been hounding him, to write an apology for having written what he wrote in the book. He came back home that night, and I'm telling you the story as he told me the story, and put out a post on Facebook where he said, the writer Perumal Murugan is dead. It's probably one of the most powerful statements made by a literary figure in this country in the recent past. The idea that shutting somebody down, aesthetically, intellectually, emotionally, is equal to killing the person, was something he put forward so powerfully. We are lucky that the Madras High Court, of course, later intervened, and he said that he had every right to express his thoughts. But during that period of what was silence, he wrote verses. And these verses are verses of great sorrow, of great unhappiness, of actually it's an appeal, it's a cry. And the cry and the appeal is to the same Lord. And Madoru Bagan is Ardhanarishwara, by the way. And he appeals to the same Ardhanarishwara and says, where the hell are you, man? Here are these bigots, these guys who are just hounding me, these people who are not allowing me to live my life, these liars, these cheats, these frauds are attacking me every day. Where are you? Why aren't you there? for me. And I'm going to sing that verse. This very different register from the register of Basava. But this is also a real register of what goes through a person who has been attacked so viciously. This is in Tamil. I'll just read the words for you. Mudiyada tuyaril naan moolgi kidakkinren. I'm in great sorrow. Moorkam soondidam margi tavikkinren. There is foolishness and idiocy surrounding me and I'm struggling. விடியாத இருள் போதில் வெகு தூரம் கடந்து விரைந்து வந்து வந்து இளமை வலுவோடு I travel distances with the strength of my youth. I walked and walked and walked. I climbed the stairs and stairs. படியேறி படியேறி பாதம் தோய்ந்தவன் படும்பாடு பார்க்க பார்வை திருப்பினி. I've climbed the stairs all the way to come and see you. Come and turn and look at me. மடியேறு முகமேறு மலர் போல வாடிடும் மரமேறு மருள் நீக்கு Madhurubhagan. Remove this darkness. Madhurubhagan, Ardhanarishwara. Verses of Peruman Murugan for you. Mudiyada tuyaril naan. Mudiyada tuyaril naan. Moolgi kidakkinren. முடியாத துயரில் நான் மூழ்கி கிடக்கின்றேன். மூர்க்கம் சூழ்ந்திட மூர்க்கம் சூழ்ந்திட மருகித் தவிக்கின்றேன். விடியாத விடியாத இருள் போதில் வெகு தூரம் கடந்து விரைந்து வந்து இளமை வலுவோடு வெகு தூரம் கடந்து விரைந்து வந்து இளமை வலுவோடு படியேறி பாதம் தோய்ந்தவன் படியேறி பாதம் தோய்ந்தவன் படும் பாடு பார்க்க பார்வை திருப்பு நீ பார்க்க பார்வை திருப்பு நீ பார்வை திருப்பு நீ மடியேறு முகமேறு மலர் போல வாடிடும் மனமேறு மருள் நீக்கு மனமேறு மருள் நீக்கு மாதொரு பாகனே மாதொரு பாகனே I'll end with a completely different register. Again, a different period. Coming from Tamil Nadu, not singing Subramanya Bharati would be just absolutely wrong. Subramanya Bharati was the most eclectic voice of reason, voice of love, voice of devotion, voice of anger, voice of passion, voice of disagreement, voice of not knowing that we have had. And here is a song he talks about freedom. He says, celebrating freedom, of course, referring to Indian independence or the idea of independence. And he says, Aduvome, Pallu Paduvome, Ananda Sudandiram Adaindu Vittom. Let's all dance and sing. I guess for today, this is also a song of hope. Let's all dance and sing that we have got freedom. And then he says, everybody is talking about freedom. Endrum Sudandiram Enbade Peche. Nam Yellorum Samam Enbadu Urdiyache. It's been confirmed that we're all equal. Of course, we have to debate these questions, but I think we should also keep the spirit of these statements in our